Hi, this is Brad's Trains, and today I'll be doing a product review of this MTH Premier AC6000. It's my newest diesel. This is my first Premier Line diesel, so I had to buy 048 curves in order for it to run well and not derail. So this engine cost about $440, but I got it on sale. I got it for $400. It's a great engine, it looks great, and it runs great, and I'll show you it running in a little bit. But first I'm going to go through some of the details and facts about it. This is a model of GE's AC6000 diesel, so it was designed to pull an entire long freight train on its own, and that was going on when companies were in the horsepower race in the 1990s. EMD and GE were the main competitors, and EMD came up with the SD90, GE came up with this AC6000. They both maxed out at 6,250 horsepower, and they turned out to not be very reliable, so people stopped wanting 6,000 horsepower engines. They started wanting back to 4,400 horsepower engine. So Union Pacific got the 4,400 horsepower engines of the AC6000s, and CSX chose the 6,000 horsepower engine because they wanted the extra horsepower, and most of the bugs got worked out of the engine, so they said why not, and they chose it. This engine, for its own horsepower, has two large flywheel equipped motors driving all 12 wheels. You could pull a lot of cars with this engine given big enough curves for it. The entire underframe is die-cast metal. The trucks, the fuel tank, and the chassis, the pilots, handrails, couplers, they're all die-cast metal. Even the horn and the grills are all die-cast metal. So this engine is very heavy. It weighs about 7 pounds, maybe 7.5 pounds. It's 19.5 inches long. It is really huge. It has a single smoke unit that blows smoke out of two stacks right there. There's a separately applied metal horn there. These grills are see-through, and you can take that off to access some of the controls, like the Proto 3 2-rail conversion controls. They're all in there, and the sound and smoke output controls. And there's one of the back motors. There's two fans in there. They're not freely spinning fans, but they're in there. And this grill is metal on top. It's made of metal. So there's a separately applied brake wheel there. It does not turn though. Under the main radiators there are separately applied metal grills there. And you can see the fans somewhat through there. These grills on the side are all separately applied in metal. They're all see-through. The cab has four windshield wipers that are separately applied, and the back windows also have windshield wipers. There's very good truck detailing on the bottom, and the fuel tank is very well detailed as well. There's a coupler cut bar and on the pilot, and it moves. On the other side there is a bell on the underside next to the fuel tank, but I'm not going to show you all that yet. Back here the radiator hangs off the edge of the walkway. It's very long, it hangs off the back. There's a step back here which they added on so you can get from car to engine or engine to engine if you're in the lash up. And lastly, this cab has two figures, and there's a mirror there, and the windows are open on either side. Okay, now I'll show you it running. Here's the horn. bell. Okay, let's move that. I'm running it conventionally because it won't work with my remote control, my remote commander, but it still runs great conventionally. I'm using the Z controller, which is made by MTH with the Z500. Okay, so it runs great, sounds great, and it smokes great. I'll show another video of it smoking a little bit later. So here's the shutdown sequence. Okay, well, that wraps it up for this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode or my next video. I will be reviewing the Lionel Burlington GP7 passenger set, which I recently purchased, and so stay tuned for that. Okay.